Congratulations on taking this step in your sustainable journey. My name is Kelly Bricker, and I have been with the GSTC since its inception as a board member, volunteer, and trainer. This is because I truly believe in the power of tourism to affect positive change for the environment, communities, and individuals who embark on journeys every day. This presentation will guide you through the process of becoming a candidate, should you choose, for destination certification, including the requirements, pathways, and real-world examples of destinations that have successfully implemented GSTC aligned practices. This is based on the latest GSTC Accreditation Manual version 2.0. So let's begin with the objectives of this course. It's to help you understand the GSTC and its role in sustainable destination management. And it's also meant to differentiate between the candidacy, the Sustainable Management Systems Verified and full certification processes. I also would like to identify and explain key requirements for candidacy. I'd like to identify and explain key requirements for Sustainable Management Systems Verified, and then pathways towards GSTC accredited certification. The Global Sustainable Tourism Council, or GSTC, establishes and manages global standards for sustainable travel and tourism, known as the GSTC criteria. There are 4 sets: destination criteria for public policy makers, destination managers, industry criteria for hotel and tour operators, MICE criteria for venues, event organizers, and events and exhibitions, and attraction criteria for tourist attractions such as theme parks, museums, and national parks. They are the result of a worldwide effort to develop a common language around sustainability in tourism. They are arranged in 4 pillars: A for sustainable management, B for socioeconomic impacts, C for cultural impacts, and D for environmental impacts. Since tourism destinations each have their own culture, environment, customs, and laws, the criteria are designed to be adapted to local conditions and supplemented by additional criteria for the specific location and activity. The GSTC criteria form the foundation for accreditation for certification bodies that certify hotels and accommodations, tour operators, transport providers, and destinations as having sustainable policies and practices in place. GSTC does not directly certify any products or services, but provides an accreditation program to accredit certification bodies. The GSTC is an independent and neutral organization, legally registered in the USA as a 501c3 nonprofit organization that represents a diverse and global membership, including national and provincial governments, leading travel companies, hotels, tour operators, NGOs, individuals, and communities, all striving to achieve best practices in sustainable tourism. It is a virtual organization without a main office, with staff and volunteers working from all 6 populated continents. Financial support from donations, sponsorships, and membership fees allows the GSTC to provide services at low cost and to create, revise, and make available the GSTC criteria. The GSTC is an ISEAL community member, a global membership organization for ambitious, collaborative, and transparent sustainability systems. So let's begin by defining what candidacy means. The important points here are candidacy is a formal pre-certification status for destinations that are looking towards certification down the road, but are not yet ready to be fully audited. It really begins that step towards certification processes and ensures that destinations have the basic governance and management structures in place and is committed to the sustainable tourism process. So let's talk about a candidacy and what it means to go through this process. First of all, it's important to know that it's voluntary and it's really a prepping step for the destinations to ensure their readiness. It's valid for up to 2 years. It's focused on destination management organizations or destination stewardship organizations. It requires a submission of some important documents to verify. It doesn't assess compliance, it's really a readiness step, so it's not an evaluation of how you're doing these things, it's just whether you have these items in place. And it does recognize you publicly as beginning your sustainability journey. However, it is important to note that not every destination qualifies for candidacy. Destinations are ineligible if they've had their GSTC certificate withdrawn within the last 2 years or suspended within the last 6 months. They must also disclose any labor violations or environmental offenses and provide evidence of corrective actions. This is also really important piece is transparency. What's really happening in the destination itself. To apply for candidacy, a destination must first complete the GSTC Destination Certification Candidacy course, which welcome, you're in this right now. This is free and it's online and available. Then we ask that you submit key documents, including your destination management organization structure and mandate, the governance roles covering tourism and sustainability, the strategic and financial plans, and what type of stakeholder engagement occurs within your destination. So I'm going to go through some of the items that we just discussed to really show how destinations are putting these ideas in place. So real world examples from around the world. And to first meet this requirement of candidacy, it's important that there is an established destination management organization, we'll call it DMO from here on out, and they have to demonstrate that you've been functioning and you're responsible for actually managing tourism and sustainability. So one example of this is the Palau Visitors Authority. It's an excellent example. Operating in Palau, a country heavily dependent on marine resources, the authority works closely with the government and communities to manage tourism in line with conservation goals. They are famous for introducing the Palau Pledge, a mandatory visa agreement where every visitor commits to protecting the environment and respecting culture. This initiative connects the DMO's role directly to sustainable tourism management. Another excellent example is Visit Scotland. For instance, in Scotland's National Tourism Organization, not only does it manage tourism promotion, but it also oversees sustainability initiatives across the country. Visit Scotland implements the responsible tourism strategy, focusing on minimizing environmental impacts and promoting community benefit. Additionally, they partner with Green Tourism, a certification program for tourism businesses to ensure alignment with sustainability goals. The second item that you would have to demonstrate is a tourism strategy and action plan, with sustainability focus. So having a current tourism strategy that integrates sustainability is really essential here. And in New Zealand, the tourism strategy is forward-thinking, focusing on carbon reduction, regenerative tourism, and indigenous or Maori engagement. It sets specific targets for environmental outcomes, including reducing emissions and encouraging tourism experiences that give back to communities and ecosystems.